If you're leading a microschool, a hybrid homeschool, or a small alternative learning community, October is one of those pivotal months. The first quarter settled, but there's still momentum to capture. Today, I want to walk you through what microschool leaders need this month, specifically in the month of October, the people, the systems, and the heart work to move from reactive to intentional. Hey friends, I want to take a quick moment to tell you about something that has been an absolute game changer for hundreds of microschool and homeschool hybrid founders. Our Teacher Let Your Light Shine online store, a place for founders' favorites. Inside you'll find our beloved bestsellers like The Business Bundle, packed with everything you need to launch and run your school, contracts, enrollment forms, parent partnership letters, and marketing materials that save you hours of stress. Teachers and parents just like you are saying these tools gave them clarity, confidence, and a clear path forward when starting their schools. Whether you're brand new or you're ready to grow, our resources are designed to help you skip the overwhelm and focus on what really matters most, like our open house playbook, our financial review preparation sheet, templates for Facebook and email marketing, how to create the perfect planning day guide, finding curriculum clarity workbook, our new course, Microschool Marketing Blueprint, all the information for legal clarity for beginners, and, of course, the yearly membership to Microschool Masterminds. Head over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Again, teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Skip the overwhelm and focus on what matters most: your students, your mission, and your vision. teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Go there today and grab tools that will help you shine. Hello and welcome back to the Teacher Let Your Light Shine podcast. I'm your host, Makenzie Oliver, and this week we're turning our attention to October, which is a month full of opportunity. October is opportunity. It's a month of promise, of recalibration, and community building. The reason why October is so critical is because there's this launch energy that you've had from August, September, actually, let's face it, really June and July prior to the actual school year launching. But you've got this before the end year fatigue. Families are starting to settle in, course corrections are still relatively painless, and honestly, the rhythm for the rest of the year is often set right now. This is a really great time to reset your vision and culture. When you review your founding of why you are doing this again, and if you listened a couple of weeks ago to the podcast episode where I interviewed Jennifer Pinto, she talked about always going back to your why. Maybe that is what you need to do this month, is going back to why you actually started this in the first place. Maybe it's time to revisit your core values. Are they showing up daily? Our core values are having a fun, really, which is a fulfilling education, flexible education, and faith, while also focusing on our future and being family-centered. If you listened to last week's episode, I talked to you about all of the items that we're diving into in the month of October. If you have yet to join Microschool Masterminds, you got to get in there now. We have so many fresh resources for you to help you this month of October. Literally so many downloadable resources. You also get to plug into our 9 modules that help you with money, marketing, finances, legalities, scaling, growing, community building, curriculum. Literally, it's a self-serve smorgasbord. But specifically in the month of October, we go back into knowing our roots and reconnecting to why we are doing what we are doing and building on our own strengths as well as our student strengths. We've given you multiple resources in Microschool Masterminds for knowing your personality, your love language, your students, and your team. It's so good. You can just get into Microschool Masterminds, download all of the resources. We also gave you an annual engagement plan. We also teach you a framework for building your parent advisory council and another framework for building a community advisory board. It's critical. The rhythm for the rest of the year is set now. And if you are feeling run down or ragged, or maybe you haven't even created your microschool and you're thinking, how can I possibly get the energy to do so? This is why October matters. It's time to do a culture pause. asking your staff, asking your parents one question. What's one thing making this year strong and one thing that's really stretching us? Using October to recommunicate your culture is really, truthfully, a non-negotiable. People are starting to feel more settled. Others are beginning to get into the groove, and it's time that you can really capitalize on where your school is headed as you are finishing out this year, 2025, but also getting your energy back so that you can refocus for what's to come in the new school year, meaning 2026. If I were to pick 4 things to focus on, it would be people, family and community, systems, and planning forward. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about a people focus, because the people that you have around you, your team, they are multipliers. This is a perfect time to do a one-on-one check-in with yourself or a re-check-in with your staff. How's it going? What's draining you? We are doing this month with our staff as they are also recalibrating and refocusing on what they've learned so far about their students and creating a progress report, a growth report for our families to see this month. This is a very validating time. As you as a teacher, you're probably adjusting situations, your classroom, your roles, you're shifting the load, you're having a course correction in real time about what you've learned about your students. Same thing applies for your staff and for yourself. Having a team alignment, having personality awareness, if you've introduced any of the frameworks, if you are a part of Microschool Masterminds and you've done any of the personality assessments or the frameworks that we've given you this month in Microschool Masterminds, invite your staff to share the results. Invite your family, your husband, your children to share the results. How can you lead more aggressively or passively, depending on the people that you lead? How are people handling stress? How are you handling stress? This might be a time where you are preventing burnout, and you're preventing it now. And I say it is critical to reinstate office hours, planning time, boundaries, even instituting micro breaks or focus afternoons. I'm starting to work more along the lines of half days in our school and from home the other half of the day, so that I can realign how I'm leading as a leader, not only for our school, but for my marriage and for my own children. I really encourage you to have peer check-ins. Maybe it's staff buddies, or maybe it's team huddles or accountability partners. The second focus is on your family and your community, because you can't lead alone. October is prime time to deepen what I call relational capital. So you could start this by having some touch points with parents, thinking about how many meaningful parent interactions you've had. To all my teacher friends, parents, and visionary leaders, if you are listening to this, I know you are passionate about creating a micro school or a program, a homeschool hybrid that truly shines. But let's be totally honest. Building and growing a micro school or your own program or homeschool hybrid, it isn't easy. It's not for the faint of heart. Whether you're just getting started or looking to scale, there's so much to navigate. Legalities, marketing, finances, student enrollment, location, curriculum planning. That's exactly why I created Microschool Masterminds, a community where you don't have to figure it out all alone. Inside, you'll get step-by-step guidance to launch, grow, and sustain your microschool or homeschool hybrid, access to our exclusive training modules, resources, and live coaching, and a supportive network of educators who get it, because they're building their own dream schools as well. You have this dream of creating an incredible opportunity for students, for teachers, and yourself. Maybe you're in the early stages, wondering, where do I even start? Or maybe you've already taken the leap, but now you're feeling overwhelmed with marketing, enrollment, all of the planning or the finances. You're not alone, and you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. That's why Microschool Masterminds is here to help you on a month-by-month basis. That's right, it's a month-by-month membership designed to give you the support, structure, and strategy you need to actually make progress. Each month, you'll get live group coaching calls so you can ask questions, get feedback, and gain clarity on your next steps. Step-by-step training modules on legal setup, marketing, enrollment, financial planning, school operations, a private community of passionate educators who get what you're building and are right there with you, a roadmap to keep you moving forward whether you're launching or growing your school, and new resources delivered to your teacher mailbox inside our Microschool Masterminds community that are brand new every single month. And again, the best part is it's a month-to-month membership, so you can join when you're ready and staying as long as you need. Or if you're all in, grab the yearly membership and get 2 months free. This is your time. Your vision deserves a real plan, and I want to help you every step of the way. Go to teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds to join us today. That's teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds. We can't wait to see you. Have you had sit-down meetings with families? Are you able to connect with them in car rider line, at drop-off or pickup? Do families know why you're doing what you're doing? And if not, how can we invite them to know your why? Is it through a blog? Is it through an email? Is it through a meeting? Is it through a dinner that you have with your families? Maybe you can plan drop-in visits with your staff, short surveys, or just small little micro conversations with parents and staff go a long way. This month in Microschool Masterminds, as I am ultimately trying to get each and every person who has stepped out in faith to build their microschool or homeschool hybrid to create a community outside of those who are working internally, but those externally, creating a PAC committee or a community advisory board. We call it a CAB. Maybe it's time to host a mid-quarter check-in. What's working? What's off? Maybe it's time to invite people who've been volunteers to create more of a leadership role for your school. I like to really encourage cross-pollination, so to speak, where parents and community collaborate on small little projects like trunk or treat, parents' night out, having a Friendsgiving, a Thanksgiving dinner, creating a new fundraising opportunity. Anytime this month that you're able to create some type of community visibility and service, you will find longevity results. You could offer a service project, an open house, a community partnership, let your students and your families, local leaders see your mission in action, because this ultimately helps to generate goodwill, referrals, and awareness of your school. The third component, the third focus would be a systems. I like to call this the systems pulse. Even in people-led work, your systems need breathing room. Maybe it's time to do an enrollment check-in. Do you have a wait list? How are your inquiries tracking? Is there any type of glitch in the system when it comes to marketing? When people make a phone call, when people inquire through your website or inquire through emailing? Do you need like a mini push? Do you need to get some parent testimonials? Do you need to have some more tour days available? Maybe you need to do a pulse on your finances. For me, it's a revisit on our cash flow model. Maybe it's time to reforecast from quarter 4. There are ultimately blind spots in all of our finances, but when you identify them and you find where fixed cost can creep upward, you are more financially in tune and you feel as if you have greater control on the decisions that you're making. You may even just have some operational processes that you need to do an audit on, such as, are there any bottlenecks in your supplies, in classroom transitions, in your technology, in your drop-off or your pickup or your sign-up or your volunteers? Are there any types of processes that you can streamline? We worked through this in September during Microschool Masterminds. If you didn't get into Microschool Masterminds in September, when you join in October, you can still see all of the goodness that we did in the months prior. You can download all of the resources, watch all the modules, watch all of the videos. It's your gift from us to help you to feel successful on this journey. But all of it requires my last focus, which is planning. Now is when you plant seeds. What you are experiencing right now in the month of October is the result of what you were doing for the past 90 days. In July, August, and September, you are seeing the harvest of what you planted in October. So what you planted in July, August, and September, you are seeing that fruit, that harvest right now. Do you like it? Does it need watered? Does it need pruned? Now think about October, November, December. What you do in October, November, December, you will see the harvest come January. This is why planning is critical. And I walk you through this in October during our Microschool Mastermind session. Having a Q2 calendar stretch, blocking out holidays and breaks and testing windows, parent-teacher weeks, then layering in the events that you have, the fundraisers, the community days. If you don't have those over the next 90 days, think about what's going to happen in January. What you do now is going to lead you into a successful January, February, and March. What you do now matters. So deciding on monthly parent newsletters or social media posts or story campaigns, or planning what you're asking when it comes to volunteers or fundraising or community partnerships, you will see the harvest come January. It's time to decide now if you need extra hands or extra roles to begin recruiting or prepping now. If you're a microschool leader, I challenge you to pick one thing from today, from this podcast, that you can activate this week, just one. Maybe it's a 15-minute staff check-in, or holding a parent drop-in, or mapping out your Q4 calendar, or going to sign up to be a part of Microschool Masterminds. Because in October, we dive deep into personality frameworks, our parent advisory council, our community advisory board, building engagement planning for the annual time and the quarter, creating administrative blocks that free you to lead rather than just manage. So come join us in Microschool Masterminds for hands-on support. Thank you so much for listening to Teacher Let Your Light Shine. May this October be one of alignment, of connection, of clarity for your microschool. Join us at teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds. Hey friends, and don't forget, we have a blog. You can read all about it at teachersletyourlightshine.com/blog. Hundreds of microschool Until next time, shine on. Our Teacher Let Your Light Shine online store, a place for founders' favorites. Inside, you'll find our beloved bestsellers like The Business Bundle, packed with everything you need to launch and run your school, contracts, enrollment forms, parent partnership letters, and marketing materials that save you hours of stress. Teachers and parents just like you are saying these tools gave them clarity, confidence, and a clear path forward when starting their schools. Whether you're brand new or you're ready to grow, our resources are designed to help you skip the overwhelm and focus on what really matters most, like our open house playbook, our financial review preparation sheet, templates for Facebook and email marketing, how to create the perfect planning day guide, finding curriculum clarity workbook, our new course, Microschool Marketing Blueprint, all the information for legal clarity for beginners, and of course, the yearly membership to Microschool Masterminds. Head over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Again, teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Skip the overwhelm and focus on what matters most: your students, your mission, and your vision. teachersletyourlightshine.com/shop. Go there today and grab tools that will help you shine.